The following is a production of The Reporter, Delaware County's leading news source.
Good morning on Monday the 15th, Martin Luther King Day. And I hope you're inside watching this because right now we're outside and it isn't overly pleasant. Let's put it that way. The temperature has gone up 1 degree since I got up this morning. It is now 4. Lillian just told me it's 2 at her place, and I believe that. She's a little bit lower and the cold air sinks, so we're having a heat wave. You know, looking back to this past Friday, actually Friday was a real nice day. We had sunshine, we had blue skies. I call that the calm before the storm, because then it clouded up, the temperature started to fall a little bit, and we had 0.2 of an inch of snow that fell. And then Saturday and Sunday, let's bring on the rain. Let's bring on the winds. But it wasn't as bad as it was the last time. It was still roaring in the hills, but it wasn't slamming into the house like it did last time. So I said, well, that's good. And the temperatures did make it all rain. Believe it or not, on Sunday when I brought things in to measure it, on Sunday morning, we ended up with enough precipitation for the entire month of January. And here we are only halfway through. If you were unfortunate to be out driving or out in the 3 different snow squalls we got yesterday afternoon, you now know why they say pull off the road because you can't see, because it really came down. And it looked like a tremendous amount. But we also had wind along with each one of them. So if you looked at an elevated surface, it didn't look like much. When something like that happens, even my snowboard's not so good because it's up off the ground. So then you have to walk around to 3 different places on the property, put down the snow ruler, average them together to figure out how much fell. We did get 2 inches of this snow. At this temperature, it's that kind of temperature where you step on it and the snow goes squeak, 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 because it's not melting. It's just crunching down. But it's lightweight, and for the most part, we're not supposed to get any more today. The other good thing is, right now, there's no wind. Because I wouldn't want to know what the wind chill factor would be when the temperature is 4 degrees out here. I have a chart in the house. I don't want to look at it. The wind can stay put, okay? Be happy you're not out in the Midwest and down in the other places where we have temperatures in some of those states right now as I'm talking to you at 52 degrees below zero. So, you don't want to step out in that. Just look at all the poor farm animals. They're in huddled up. They don't even want to come out. I'm putting up heat lamps for my chickens because I finally found them, and up until now we didn't need them. Well, they're going on as soon as I eat breakfast this morning. The outlook for this week, believe it or not, you're going to get probably 2 more inches of snow tomorrow, Tuesday. And then the rest of the week doesn't look so bad, except temperature-wise. We won't get out of the 20s. In fact, maybe one of those days we may not get out of the upper teens. Nighttime temperatures will be sort of on the frigid side. But then again, this is winter. So I went and I looked in my thing right before I came out. Believe it or not, 1 year ago today, we had a temperature of 4 degrees. So it happened last year too. That was after a very warm beginning part of January. So it's almost like a repeat. Of course, I hope it's not a real repeat because then I kept flipping through. We did go below zero 2 days in a row, and that was early February. I can do without that. So dress warmly if you're going out. Remember, if you're walking your pets, don't stay out too long. Don't tie the dog up outside. It's too darn cold. Stay warm, stay healthy, and nothing horrible is coming. So we'll keep our fingers crossed it stays the same. Have a real good one.
To subscribe or advertise, call 607-464-4009.